Hello students, I hope you are all fine and in good health. Now in this audio presentation, just in my previous audio presentation, I gave some preliminary information about classified advertisements, about commercial or display advertisement. I have highlighted some important points. And in case of classified advertisement related with the topic, specifically I explained few points that must be that are related with the topics. Various topics are there. In case of each topic, some points you have to remember. Now in this particular tutorial audio, dear students, I will explain few questions, solved questions related with advertisement writing. So let's get started. Question number 1. You are Manisha of 10 Rajaji Nagar, Bangalore. So address has been given. You want a maths teacher for your son who is a class 10 student. So tuition teacher required. Draft a suitable advertisement in not more than 50 words stating your requirements. So it's actually a previous compilation of important CBSE sample questions. So these are very important. So you require a maths teacher for your son, and your son is in the 10th standard. So you have to draft an advertisement, you have to write an advertisement in not more than 50 words. So how will you proceed? So see, it is written wanted. Okay, the heading is given wanted. You can write wanted a maths teacher, or simply you can write wanted. Then see, you have to be compact in your writing. That means you can't actually go on elaborating it. You have to be straightforward and you have to be to the point. So see, it is written, an experienced maths teacher as a private tutor for an 10th standard boy. Candidate should have at least 10 years experience of teaching maths in a public school. So teaching experience is very important. You have to mention the criteria that you require. But remember, it should be within 50 words. He should be strict disciplinarian to be able to deal with the student on a stern note. You wanted the teacher to be very strict. Remuneration, no constraint for the right candidate. That means fees is not a big problem. If the right candidate applies, then obviously fees won't be a big problem. Apply with complete details to Manisha, 10 Rajaji Nagar, Bengaluru. So obviously that information has been given. So apply with the complete details, and the address already you will get in the question only. So from there you can copy it. Here in the question it was written Manisha 10 Rajaji Nagar, Bangalore or Bengaluru. That one you can mention at the end. Now after it is done, it is completed totally, you can draw a box. Though I haven't drawn a box here, you can draw a box. After you complete the entire thing, this is what you have to write. In a very short manner. Okay, it should be very brief. You have to focus on the important subject matter only, and it should be brief. You have to focus on the important subject matter, and it has to be to the point. Remember that one, dear students. And now I am moving on to another important question. This is related with flat for sale. That is also, these are all related with classified advertisement. These topics are related with classified one. So previous one was wanted a maths tuition teacher. That one I discussed already. Now I am moving on to flat for sale. Let's see what is the question. You want to sell your newly built flat. Draft a suitable advertisement in not more than 50 words to be inserted in the classified columns of the Hindu, giving all necessary details. You are Niranjan, 247 IP Nagar, Bengaluru. That means your landmark address has already been mentioned, and this advertisement you will publish in the Hindu. So how will you proceed? The very important thing is that the heading. Here it will be new flat for sale, and now the necessary details you will mention. See, it is written newly built ideally located flat for sale on MG Road. 2 bedrooms with attached toilets, huge drawing cum dining and servant room, spacious and well lit. So these are the features. Features of the flat you have to mention. Barely 10 minutes drive from the airport. That is also the communication. There won't be any communication problem, or rather to say there will be a smooth communication problem, because it is barely or hardly. Barely actually means hardly 10 minutes from the airport. In close vicinity of reputed schools and multi-speciality hospital. So there is a school nearby, reputed schools, lot of schools, and there is a multi-speciality hospital also nearby. Expected price 25 lakhs. And contact, obviously whom to contact, that one been mentioned already, Niranjan, 247 IP Nagar, Bengaluru. So that one is there in the question paper. So that one you have to write. Now the basic thing is that writing advertisement is not a big deal, but few important things you have to follow. If you see very closely this one, flat for sale, you will find that nothing more is written. Whatever is to the point, that one only has been written. But even within that short word limit, the important points are highlighted. Like what are the features of the flat? That flat that is a new flat that is for sale. What are the features? What a customer is expecting? So that one has to be kept in mind. That 2 bedrooms with attached toilets, then huge drawing come dining and servant room or servant quarters. Spacious means you can say the rooms are a bit larger and spacious, and well lit up, then barely 10 minutes from the airport. These are the special features of the flat. I mean, communication is also quite smooth and easier. Then there are many reputed schools nearby. There is a super specialty hospital nearby. So these things are to be mentioned. And finally, the expected price of the flat, that one also has to be mentioned. And finally, whom to contact, that one obviously written in the question paper. You have to write that one. So now, dear students, I am moving on to another important question related with advertisement writing. The question is, this is related with situation vacant. Okay, the question is, you are general manager of IV Software Solution Agra, Cantonment actually, Agra Cantonment, Agra. You need a software engineer for your organization. Okay, and the name of your organization is already given at the top, IV Software Solution. Now you have to draft an advertisement in not more than 50 words to be published in the Times of India under the classified column. Sometimes it will be written that which form you have to write it, either commercial or display or classified. It is a part of classified advertisement. So how will you proceed? You need a software engineer for your firm, for your organization also. So how will you proceed? Situation vacant, I told you that this is related with situation vacant, so that one has to be mentioned. Then straight away to the point. Wanted software engineer for IV Software Solutions, a leading name in computers. Candidate should possess a master's degree in computer software programming and at least 3 years experience with a known computer concern. These are the important points. What you require? What should be the qualification? What should be the experience of that candidate? You have to mention. Master's degree in computer software programming, a candidate must have. The candidate that you want, he or she must have a master's degree in computer software programming, and not only that, at least 3 years of experience with a known computer concern. That one has to be mentioned. Remuneration, no constraint for suitable candidates. If suitable candidates apply, then fees or remuneration won't be a big factor. That one also you have to mention, as you have seen previously also. Apply with detailed resume within 10 days to General Manager, IV Software Solutions, Agra Cantonment, Agra. So obviously the details regarding your address is given in the question paper. So from there only you have to write. The address already has been given in the question paper. So dear students, you have to write it down from the question only. So remuneration or fees is not a big deal. So with detailed resume, you want the right candidate to apply or the right person to apply within 10 days with a resume or a biodata, and to whom this application has to be given to General Manager, IV Software Solution, Agra Cantonment, Agra. So that particular address is already mentioned in the question paper. You can copy it or you can jot it down from there. Now I am moving on to another important topic here. It is again related with a classified advertisement, and it is accommodation required. So let us come to the question. You are the general manager of EVL company which requires posh bungalows. Posh means very luxurious. In company lease as guest houses. Okay. Draft an advertisement in not more than 50 words under classified columns to be published in the New Indian Express. That is the name of the newspaper. Accommodation required. And the important part of the question is that you have to understand properly that you require posh bungalows in company lease as guest houses you want. So the company name has already been mentioned in the question. You can copy it from the question while you solve the advertisement, or rather to say when you will solve the classified advertisement, you can copy the details from the question paper itself. See here also accommodation required at the top it is written. Then EVL company requires posh bungalows to be used as guest houses by their executives and guests. Accommodation in a centrally located posh area with power backup facility. This is what are the specialties. Okay, that one you have to mention. See, power backup facility and uninterrupted water supply is a must. Power backup facility and uninterrupted water supply, these things are a must. Close proximity to the market will be preferred. That means it should be not a far distance, it should be very much near about the market area. Owners, please contact. To whom to contact? Obviously it is mentioned in the question paper itself. General Manager, EVL Company, Delhi. That one has to be mentioned. Now I am moving on to another one. This is related with a case of a missing person. So very important, very important. Your younger brother aged 5 has been missing for the last 3 days. Draft an advertisement in not more than 50 words for the missing person column of a local newspaper. So in the missing person column of the local newspaper, you have to draft an you have to write an advertisement on that, or you have to draft an advertisement. Draft means you have to compose an advertisement. You are Ram or Rama. Contact number like this can be given. So how will you proceed? Missing person is the heading that can be given. Then how will you write, or how will you start writing it? General public is hereby informed about the missing of a 5-year-old boy from Central Park in Connaught Place 3 days ago. The child responds to the name Sonu. That means the name of the child is Sonu. Now a few physical description of the child must be given for identification by any person. Is fair complexion and was wearing a red shirt and denim shorts. So that at the time of missing Sonu, or that child, he was fair complexioned and he was wearing a red shirt and a denim shorts. Anyone knowing anything about his whereabouts, please contact. Now anyone, any details about his whereabouts, please contact whom? Already it is mentioned in the question at the very end. Contact number also will be given in the question. If not, you can frame a contact number. Here see, name and contact number already given. And mention of the reward is also very important. See, a cash reward of 50,000 must be given to the finder. So the person who will find Sonu will be given 50,000 cash reward. So that one also you have to mention. And the dress that the boy was wearing at the time when he went missing, that one has to be mentioned, and whether the boy is fair complexioned or dark complexioned, that one also has to be mentioned. That means you have to express in a very comprehensive manner but in less possible words. Remember, strictly within 50 words you have to mention it. So dear students, 5 examples I have discussed with you. Please listen to this audio presentation. If there is any difficulty anywhere, please ask me. Thank you students. Thank you all.